Despite the pandemic, many billionaires on our list have seen a massive increase in their wealth. Tech giant Elon Musk has even seen his wealth increase by an astonishing $136 billion. And he's not the only one who has risen to the top of the Forbes billionaires list. All of the billionaires on our list are bringing in a combined $1.3 trillion. So before we get started, make sure that you subscribe and click the bell. That way you're notified when we post a new video. Now on to the top 10 richest people in the world. Number 10, Francoise Bettencourt Meyers, $87.7 billion. Coming in at number 10, we have the only woman on our list, Francoise Bettencourt Meyers. Francoise is the granddaughter of the founder of the worldwide makeup company L'Oreal. She and her family own about 33% of the L'Oreal stock. She has served on the L'Oreal board since 1997, and when her mother died in 2017 at the age of 94, Francoise became France's reigning L'Oreal heiress. She also serves as the president of her family's philanthropic foundation, which encourages French progress in the sciences and the arts. Francoise and her family agreed to donate $222 million to repair the Notre Dame Cathedral after the April 2019 fire. Number 9, Warren Buffett, $100.7 billion. Even though Warren was rejected from Harvard Business School, that didn't stop him from becoming mega wealthy. In fact, Warren is known as one of the most successful investors of all time. He bought his first stock when he was only 11 years old, and first filed for taxes when he was just age 13. He currently runs Berkshire Hathaway, which owns more than 60 companies, including Geico, Duracell, and Dairy Queen. Even though Warren is a mega billionaire, he still lives in the same 31,000 Nebraska home he purchased back in 1958. He has promised to give away 99% of his wealth, and so far he has donated $41 billion to various foundations. Number 8, Sergey Brin, $106.5 billion. In 1998, Sergey Brin met Larry Page while studying at Stanford University, and the two co-founded Google. Google went public in 2004 and then changed its name to Alphabet in 2015. Sergey is currently a controlling shareholder and board member for Alphabet, but stepped down as the company's president in 2019. He's been spending a lot of time working on Alphabet's Moonshot Research Lab X. Sergey is supposedly funding a high-tech airship project. Number 7, Larry Ellison, $109.2 billion. Larry owns 35% of software giant Oracle. He co-founded the company and is currently chairman and chief technology officer. Oracle has grown over the years through acquisitions of software companies. The biggest acquisition they've had so far was NetSuite for $9.3 billion in 2016. Larry was the CEO of Oracle for 37 years, until 2014 when he stepped down. In 2018, Larry bought 3 million Tesla shares and joined Tesla's board later that year. Larry has also spent $300 million to buy nearly all of Hawaiian island Lanai in order to build a hydroponic farm and a luxury spa. In addition to that, Larry donated $200 million to the University of Southern California for a cancer treatment center. Number 6, Larry Page, $109.8 billion. We've already mentioned Larry Page once in this video. He co-founded Google in 1998 with Sergey Brin. Larry is the one responsible for inventing Google's PageRank algorithm that controls the search engine. Larry was CEO of the company until 2001, and then he became CEO of Google's parent company, Alphabet. Even though Larry has since stepped down as Alphabet's CEO, he is still a board member and controlling shareholder. He's an investor in Planetary Resources, a space exploration company. In addition to that, he is funding Kitty Hawk and Opener, which are flying car startups. Number 5, Mark Zuckerberg, $126.9 billion. At the young age of 37, Mark is rolling in the billions. He co-founded Facebook and serves as its chairman, chief executive officer, and controlling shareholder. At 19 years old, he started Facebook for students at Harvard to match names with photos of classmates. Facebook went public in 2012, and Mark still owns about 15% of the stock. In 2015, Mark and his wife Priscilla Chan announced that they were going to donate 99% of their Facebook stake during the course of their lifetimes. In addition to that, Zuckerberg and Priscilla are trying to end, cure, or manage all disease by 2100 and are spending $3 billion on the cause. In 2019, Mark also spent his money on $59 million worth of property on Lake Tahoe in California. Number 4. Bill Gates, $129.3 billion. Bill Gates co-founded Microsoft with Paul Allen in 1975. Since then, he has invested in many companies, including Canadian National Railway and AutoNation. Bill is also one of the largest owners of farmland in the U.S. In addition to that, Bill has currently donated $35.8 billion worth of Microsoft stock to the Gates Foundation. In May 2021, Bill and his wife Melinda Gates announced that they were getting a divorce after 27 years of marriage. However, they said that they would continue to co-chair the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which is the largest private charitable foundation in the world. Bill has already transferred $3 billion worth of shares in public companies to Melinda. Number 3. Elon Musk, $160.4 billion. When Elon was just a young boy, he taught himself to code and actually sold his first game for $500. Well, today, Elon Musk has been working on much bigger things. He is revolutionizing transportation through the electric car company Tesla and the rocket producer SpaceX. Even though he owns 21% of Tesla, he has pledged more than half of his stake as collateral for loans, and Elon also stepped down as the company's chairman in 2018. His rocket company SpaceX is now valued at $74 billion as of February 2021. Elon has seen his wealth go from $24 billion in April of 2020 to his current mega fortune of $160 billion. Now, that's a pretty massive increase to say the least. Number 2. Bernard Arnault, $188.2 billion. Bernard Arnault is a familiar name to many people in the fashion industry. He is the CEO of LVMH, a French corporation specializing in luxury goods, and he owns 46% of the company. Through LVMH, Arnault runs a luxury empire of 70 brands, including Louis Vuitton and Sephora. In fact, in January of 2021, LVMH acquired American jeweler Tiffany & Company for $15.8 billion, which is the biggest luxury brand acquisition ever. In addition to that, LVMH spent $3.2 billion in 2019 for luxury yacht company and the high-end hotel brand Belmond, which owns and manages 46 hotels, trains, and river cruises. And as if luxury clothing, makeup, hotels, and cruises weren't enough, LVMH also controls several wine and spirits brands. Arnault has seen his wealth jump from $76 billion in April 2020 to the massive $188 billion fortune he has today. Before we move on to number 1, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell. That way you're notified when we post a new video. Now on to the richest person in the world. Number 1. Jeff Bezos, $212 billion. Shortly after graduating from Princeton University, Jeff joined D.E. Shaw & Company, a newly founded hedge fund. He worked there for 4 years and then decided to start an online bookstore called Amazon. He moved from New York to Seattle to work on the business, and he accepted $300,000 from his parents and invested it in Amazon. And as you know, the rest is history. Amazon is now one of the world's most valuable brands. Amazon did especially well during the pandemic, and the revenues of the company increased by 38% to $386 billion because more people were staying home and making online purchases. And what's even more impressive is that Bezos would have significantly more money if it weren't for his divorce from his ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott. Bezos transferred a quarter of his Amazon stake to her. In addition to Amazon, Bezos also owns the Washington Post and Blue Origin. Make sure that you share this video with a friend because it really does help out the channel and we appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.